defense struggled against the run last season. Only the Indianapolis Colts allowed more yards on the ground. But the Rams are hoping that another year in defensive coordinator Jim Haslett's system will bring them more understanding and less missed opportunities. Another reason for optimism is the Rams' top draft pick, Adam Carriker.
The best thing he does is he plays the run. Best with his hands. Is one of those guys that is a coach's dream and a very disruptive player and understands a lot of times the role of a defensive tackle.
After getting little return on draft picks like Ryan Pickett, Damian Lewis, and Jimmy Kennedy,
takes that center, Matt Burke, who's not a bad center, throws him on the deck, and makes a play. Let me tell you,
the Rams have finally hit the jackpot on the defensive line with 6'6", 296-pound defensive tackle.
I would say I'm a very blue-collar, hard-nosed physical player. I'll hit you right in the mouth. In order to stop the run, that's what you got to do. I'm also very strong. A guy might get me here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to hold my own.
While the rookie hopes to make noise in the middle of the defensive line, another newcomer hopes to be a huge difference on the end. James Hall was acquired from the Lions in the offseason, and as Katie Phelps reports, he will pay big dividends for Leonard Little.
Leonard Little and James Hall make their living delivering pain.
Yeah, it's like hitting a home run in baseball. You know, everybody's jacked up about it.
Only playing defensive end wasn't their first choice.
High school, I wanted to play linebacker in the worst way. I wanted to be Lawrence Taylor, you know, fly around, make plays.
The metamorphosis produced over 100 combined career sacks.
Opposition can change the game. You know, the quarterbacks on the other end is the most highest paid guys in the league. They get paid the most. And we one of the highest paid guys in the league also. So for us to, to try to take the quarterback out of the play and, discourage the quarterback, means a lot to our defense. It's a small battle, amongst a large one. It's just a one-on-one deal, and one or two things will happen. Either you're going to win or he's going to win.
The trade for Hall may have made the defensive line better, but the two of them agree they can be the best defensive end combo in the league.
I think so. I think we got what it takes. I think, like I said, I think we're passionate about it. We want it. We've been working on it, this off season, and that's the goal. He brings stuff to the table that I don't, and I bring some stuff to the table that he doesn't. So hopefully we can bring that stuff together as, two teammates and go out there and, try to have a real productive year.
Their path to success hasn't changed. It leads straight to the quarterback.
The players who may benefit the most from the additions of Hall and Adam Carriker are the linebackers. The more havoc that the line causes up front will free them up to make some plays. In the middle is the head of the linebacking core, Will Witherspoon, and having another year in this system has him optimistic.
Definitely more comfortable in defense, definitely feeling like I know exactly what's going on, have a better understanding of everything that's out there. We all, I think, are much better and on the same page this year with that as a defense in a whole.
Witherspoon led the team with 112 tackles last season, but he is expecting an even bigger season this year.
Last year, some of those plays were really just out of raw luck and, just saying, hey, got to run real fast to get there. Now it's more like, all right, now I can put myself in the right position and make things a lot easier.
On the outside is four-year veteran Pisa Tinoisamoa. Last year was not the best of number 50's career.
First of all, the tackling was horrible. It was horrific, and I kind of pride myself on bringing guys down.
But he had an excuse. He was often injured, including a sprained shoulder and 2 broken hands. But Pisa feels the injuries could have been prevented.
I got to take better care of myself, and that's one of my goals this year is to stay healthy. So how I go about it is going to be important for me to stay on the field.
And when he is healthy, he can be a major force on the outside.
Pisa does some great things. I mean, he's one of those guys who has that knack for knowing when to move and when to hit and when to do a lot of different things. So it's entertaining to be out there with him because he really messes with a lot of people's heads. So
Brandon Chiller will start on the other end, but free agent signee Chris Draft will figure heavily into the rotation as well. He had 109 tackles last season and 6 sacks, and has an interesting take on what will make this a better defense.
Playing football is about respect and trust. They have to trust that you're going to be able to do your job, and if you don't do that, if you don't trust it, you try to do too much.
Still to come, why Ty Hill has to become the shutdown corner the Rams wanted when they drafted him last season, and have the Rams finally found their game breaker in the kick return game. Find out when the quest for the West returns.